Hey yo, it's your boy Too Sweet Tom with Too Sweet Toys, back again with a little review. Hey, this one is unorthodox. First I came out of left field with Transformers, and now here I am with some 112 Collective Mezco Evil Dead 2 Ash. Love horror movies, have a lot of horror figures, most of which probably NECA, some McFarlane. I think NECA just kills it. But these are amazing. Obviously, if you know anything about them, they do real cloth. Articulation is really, really good. Great head molds. I mean, obviously, you're going to see all that in a second. So here it is. Here's the box. It's pretty good size. What I did already is they come packaged pretty well. They have a protective sleeve around the outside, and then they're also in a protective bag, which is like kind of sealed shut. Once you open it up, I'll show you in a second. There's some plastic layers to protect the figure, to protect the heads, the hands, just different stuff like that. I already took all that out. I had this opened already. I cheated this time. I'm very, very sorry. Didn't think I was going to do this one, but you know what? I just picked it up finally. I'm real excited about it, really happy with it, so I thought I'd show it off. Alright, let's start here. Outside of the box, we have the 112 Collective Pose Play Display by Mezco here. Very similar to the size, Mezco Toys. Has the same 112 there on the top. Alright, so here's where we start to get to the good stuff here. You know, recreated a couple of scenes from the movie. Head's awesome there. Obviously we have the chainsaw, we have the boomstick, the Necronomicon, Deadite head, and possessed hand. If you know anything about the movie, you know what that is. A couple alternative heads, which are really good. Have a Deadite head, have a, you know, scarred up a little bit, but not. And then, obviously, we have the extremely bloody version. Got a couple hands. He starts off with both fists, and then the extra hands are for the possessed hand, the Necronomicon, obviously the shotgun. The other hand accessory is, if you know the franchise, the chainsaw. These always come with bases that are really good, with a nice hand to keep them into, or to keep the figure in, you know, position. Like I said, they redid some scenes there. It's alright, let's go for it. These are definitely packaged cool. I think they do a good job. Like I said, there is a plastic film behind and in front of the figure when you first open these up. I do open these, I do check them out, I pose them a little bit, take a picture here or there. That's probably about it. They go in the back in the box, and, you know, till a later date. Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere to put them right now. They're just too cool. So I also have the 1978 Halloween Michael Myers, and the other one that is also newer is Friday the 13th Part 3 Jason Voorhees. Awesome figures. I have Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy pre-ordered. So we'll be getting that one at some point. And since I now, I guess, officially collect these, I was holding off for a long time. Definitely not getting into the Marvel or anything. But, you know, like I said, big horror fan, so wanted to get into these. So, you know, might have to pick up the, you know, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead zombies, and, what's the other one? They just announced today, actually, that next one coming out is going to be Pennywise 2017. These are a little expensive. They're $80. That one is $100. I'm going to assume it's because the whole outfit is actual cloth and like hand stitched, and you know, it has like the little fuzzy balls on the front. And, I mean, they went all out. It also has 3 heads, like 6 hands, a couple accessories, comes with a painting, a balloon, a couple other things. But yeah, definitely go check that out. Mezco just posted that today, so you know, by the time you see this, it's already up. So, all right, let's get to this guy. Packaged cool, you know, no action, pose or anything like that, but displays the accessories. So let's get right to it. Okay, just a little bit of kind of like a mission statement, product care guide, a couple little different things that they like to include. The case is real nice. It actually has like little notches, so you actually have to go one by one. Okay, and jump right into it here. And here he is. Great. I mean, obviously looks just like him. Has the scars on the side here, on the chin, on the lip, come around the other side of the face, and the temple. Molded hair, sculpt hair. Looks pretty good. And one thing that they're really big on is all of, like, even like Wolverine and Spider-Man, and, well, obviously Wolverine, but Spider-Man, different guys like that, they always do real cloth. That's like one of their big things. They do an amazing job with it. Sometimes I think the stitching looks, I mean, you can only make the stitching so small, so in, you know, the big scheme of things, sometimes the stitching looks like a little big, if you can look. That's just me nitpicking. Great figure. They did an amazing job on this belt. It has the silver and brown in there, has his hook over to the side, has the gold pin there, comes across to the back, has his holster for his boomstick. One arm is obviously exposed, ripped there. So this is really cool. They took this fabric and it's ripped, and the nice part about it is it's actually frayed and kind of coming apart, which, I mean, would be realistic. You got some fray here, some extra. This hangs down, and they actually sewed it to his pants, which makes it really good, because I would imagine that if it's not sewn onto his pants, it would probably just stick straight up and kind of ruin a lot of things. Gonna have to kind of figure out how to reposition the shirt a little bit to get this more exposed. This goes up pretty far, but how it sits, you see a decent amount of it. It'd be nice to see a little bit more. Obviously we have the blood splatter here, a ton of blood here from the wound. Even have a little bit down onto the pants. So yeah, very cool. All right, let's try out the different heads. With these, really easy to pull off. They do a longer neck, goes down inside, pops in, if you can see. These are pretty sturdy. I haven't had a problem. I'm sure people have. Some people are just not easy with their things. I've never had a problem with these. Watch, this will be the time that I do. Shouldn't speak ahead. So, snaps right in. Now we have the bloody face. So obviously, like I said, if you know the movie, these are bloody versions of the scars, like from when it first happened. Obviously when it gets cut up here, the blood's running down, there's the cuts. Looks really good. They use an amazing paint. on their blood, that if you can see how much shine comes off the blood and not the face, it really makes it look wet. They really do a good job with that. Pop this one. Go with the deadite head. This is from when he gets possessed, turns into a deadite for a while in the movie, for a bit. Eyes look good, got the sunken in, even kind of carries over the scars, which makes it cool. You know, the neck is all messed up. It'd be nice, you know, obviously this isn't like that, but that's a great looking head, and I'm not going to nitpick it. It's very cool that it came with it. So, yeah. Alright, what we'll do is throw the other one back on. Okay, there we go. Let's look at the accessories first, and then we'll get into the weapons. So, comes with the other deadite head. Looks very cool. Kind of like that pussy eye. Got the teeth. A little bit of hair in the back. Obviously severed. Like I said, they make these wounds just so wet looking. Very cool. Looks good. The severed hand. Again, juicy one. Back of the hand. And obviously a good flip in the bird there. So very cool. Have his severed hand. Be nice if there was maybe 2 of them. Kind of have like a crawling version, but I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Alright, last normal accessory. Probably the best one from the movie. Look at that detail. Really cool. The Necronomicon face is spot on. Design, everything. Have the pages. It doesn't open, but looks really good. Holds it really well in that extra hand. I'll show you in a second. So, yeah, very cool. Alright, we'll get into the weapons first. The sawed-off double-barrel shotgun, the boomstick. Looks cool. Got the wood grain. Has a lot of detail to it. Get it focused there. There we go. Of course you have it. Let me lose it. But yeah, definitely looks really cool. And the best one here. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and pop this hand out. Again, very easy. You know, it's very easy to do, but yet at the same time, they're not falling off or anything like that. So this goes in quite a ways before it clicks. There we go. Got it in. So you're actually able, because it's connecting like a normal hand, you're actually able to swivel it. Of course, don't have it all the way. There we go. Definitely looks cool. Plenty of blood. Kind of different little layers there again. Looks wet, looks fresh. They do very cool with that. They do a good job adding some blood to the chain, so you can actually tell the difference between the 2 reds just by that, by how glossy that is. Great weathering. Got the wood handle, the metal on the motor, the metal and wood on the handle. Looks very cool. And pop off this other hand. He has 2 extra hands in here. Kind of under a little film I have to pull up. Go right for the boomstick hand. Pop it in. Pop the boomstick in. There we go. Hand on the trigger. Very cool. There we go. Get some good poses. Put the boomstick up in the air. You can see it a little bit better. You know, definitely cool. You could definitely do a lot with this one. So I did a pretty good picture the other day. Let's switch to the other hand. If I can get it out. Go back to the Necronomicon. And just kind of tilted that elbow a little bit. Had it out a little bit, looking down at the book. Still has the chainsaw. So yeah, definitely a very cool figure. Like I said, price range up there a little bit. I think you get what you pay for. They do a great job. If something's wrong, they're super happy to fix it. Yeah, very cool. You know, some people feel like the Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers might not be big enough. I think that if you go back to those movies, Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael, I forget the guy's name offhand, are about the same height. You know what I mean? So, I think it's okay. You know, the same with Friday the 13th Part 3. I think it's very similar. So, yeah, I think they do a great job. Definitely a good size. Likeness is great. You know, skin tones, paint, all that stuff's good. Like I said, I love the blood. Yeah, definitely check them out if you're a horror fan. If you're into Marvel, DC, they do some other movie ones, some other comic ones. Judge Dredd's real good. So yeah, definitely go check them out. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, share. Go check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Too Sweet Toys. Go check me out on eBay, Too Sweet Toys. You know, you guys, I'm starting slow. Just want to crank out some videos, different stuff. Like I said, I collect it all, so definitely thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you soon. Too sweet. Bye, guys.